7 life lessons video games taught me that school never could. What if I told you that the 10,000 hours I spent gaming taught me more about success than my entire college education? And before you click away thinking this is just another gaming is good video, stick around because I'm about to share 7 brutal truths that gaming taught me, and lesson number 4 might actually save your career. I'm betting at least one of these will hit different for you. Let me know in the comments which one resonates most. Hey everyone! When I was 10, a classmate invited me to game after school. Fast forward 12 years. I graduated with an English degree, but honestly, some of my most valuable lessons came from a controller, not a classroom. And look, I get the eye rolls. Gaming taught you about life. Really? But hear me out, because in our increasingly digital world, these lessons aren't just relevant, they're essential. If you're ready to see gaming in a completely different light, smash that subscribe button. We're diving deep into lessons that actually matter. Lesson 1. There are no shortcuts to mastery, but there are fast tracks. When I was obsessed with Mobile Legends, I didn't just play, I studied. I watched high-ranking players, analyzed their moves, their timing, their build paths. My improvement rate? 10x faster than just grinding solo. Red Adair said it best. If you think it's expensive to hire a professional, wait until you hire an amateur. Here's the formula that works everywhere. Learn the rules. Choose the right mentors. Practice with intention. Quick question, drop a comment. What's one skill you're trying to master right now? Because this formula works whether you're learning Spanish, coding, or yes, gaming. Lesson 2. Community is everything. Lesson 2 will surprise you. Your environment literally shapes your performance. When I joined online gaming communities, something clicked. It wasn't just about the game anymore. It was about belonging to something bigger. These digital spaces taught me that growth happens faster in groups. Think about it. A shared knowledge base. Instant feedback loops. A support across time zones. At 15, I joined my school's publication. Wasn't a great writer, but the community sharpened me. Same principle, different arena. Comment below. What's the best community you've ever been part of? Gaming or otherwise? I read every single comment and I'm genuinely curious about your experiences. Lesson 3. Consistency beats motivation. Lesson 3 is going to call you out. Consistency beats motivation every single time. 10,000 hours logged. Yes, there were 1 a.m. grinding sessions. But here's what people miss. I wasn't burning out, I was obsessed with improvement.
When you love something deeply, you don't wait for motivation.
You just show up. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. This isn't just gaming philosophy. It makes progress trackable. Eliminates excuses. It builds professional-level habits. Here's my challenge. Pick one thing you want to improve and commit to 15 minutes daily for the next week. Comment your commitment below. Let's build some accountability in this community. Lesson 4. Feedback is your friend. Lesson 4, and this might save your career. Grow thick skin, because feedback is your friend. Online games are brutal. Trash talk, criticism, failure, it's all there. But here's the secret sauce. Most people quit not because they lack talent, but because they're too fragile to handle feedback. Feedback isn't personal. It's information. The most successful people I know. Also the most coachable. Quick sidebar, if you're dishing out feedback, I attack the strategy, not the person. I use competitive banter, not bullying. I respect your opponent. Real talk. This was the hardest lesson for me to learn. Drop a fire in the comments if you've ever had to learn this lesson the hard way. Lesson 5. Planning beats talent. Planning wins more games than raw talent. Winging it rarely works, whether you're in a ranked match or pitching to investors. Strategy gives you direction, clarity, and speed. Brian Tracy nailed it. Every minute spent planning saves 10 in execution. Good planning. Counters opponents with foresight. Keeps you focused on objectives. Saves time and energy. This translates directly to business, relationships, even content creation. Speaking of which, If you're finding value in this content, hitting subscribe helps me plan better content for you. Just saying. What's your planning style? Are you a detailed strategist or more of a flexible adapter? Let me know below. Lesson 6. Emotional control equals success. Lesson 6 is pure psychology. Emotional control equals long-term success.
Every gamer knows the feeling. Anger, frustration, ego taking over.
But if you can't control your emotions, you'll keep making the same mistakes. Confucius said, "When anger rises, think of the consequences." Here's how to keep your cool. Breathe before reacting.
Focus on solutions, not blame.
Use anger as data, not a weapon. I've lost more games to emotional decisions than skill gaps. The moment I learned to pause, breathe, and think, everything changed. Not just in gaming but in life. What's your go-to method for staying calm under pressure? Share it below. Your tip might help someone else level up their emotional game. Lesson 7. Rest is strategy. Final lesson, and this one's for all the grinders out there. Rest isn't weakness, it's strategy. Some gamers wear fatigue like a badge of honor. But real productivity comes from balance.
You're not a machine.
And Lamont said, almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you.
Smart recovery. Restores mental clarity.
Prevents burnout.
Keeps your performance sharp.
Even 5 minutes between sessions can completely reset your focus. This lesson literally changed how I approach work, relationships, and yes, content creation. So there you have it. 7 lessons that gaming taught me about life, success, and growth. And here's the thing. Whether you're a gamer or not, these principles work. Now I want to hear from you. Which lesson hit hardest? What has gaming or any hobby taught you about life? Are there any lessons I missed? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I genuinely read and respond to every single one. If this video changed how you think about gaming, or if you learned something new, show some love with a like and subscribe. I'm building a community of people who see lessons everywhere, and I'd love for you to be part of it. Next week, I'm breaking down the psychology behind why some people succeed in competitive environments while others crumble. You won't want to miss it. Until then, keep leveling up, both in-game and in life. Peace.